dreads.
What's good, everybody? It's Coach Phil with Coach Phil Reacts, and I am back with another video. So we are on to episode 2 now of Arrow Up Home Turf episode 2, All in the Family. Now, we saw in episode 1 TJ Lee, Shaun White, and David Mackey talk about everything that they go through, their daily life, but also the struggles and certain things they've had to go through, which I enjoy, which I love seeing this. They picked three players, one on offense, one on defense, one on special teams. That's pretty cool. Shout out to the BC Lions. And I don't want to waste too much time. I really want to get into episode 2. So if this is your first time to the channel, run over there, subscribe, hit notification bell, all that jazz. Join the membership clique, join the Discord, follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok, all that cool stuff. And without any further ado, let's get into the video, y'all. All right, let's do this. Aw, baby shower.
Kicking a football, and then some other people have like those things or something.
3, 2, 1.
That's cute. Genius and cute. That's new. That's a new one. I like it. I love it.
Alright, now I gotta go drink.
I'm excited. Our people are buying clothes. Now we can buy clothes. Yeah. Little baby Maya. Yay!
It's a family. It's all about family at the end of the day.
I was not dating anyone. It was just starting to date again, and we were chatting, and I had just been catfished by a football player the week before, so I was ready to delete the app and be done with it.
And I was literally at my wit's end with it. I'm like, I hate this. I'm about to delete it because people just want to talk and like, hey, how are you? And then I'm like, hey, good, you? And then nothing after that. Like, what's the point? This is stupid.
And then this guy pops up, and he's wearing a football uniform in his profile picture.
She messaged me and said, listen, I don't like this small talk. You want to go get a drink or go get some coffee? That's my line.
So we meet in person, and I messaged him to tell him that I was running late.
She was late 5 minutes.
And I was 2:03, not even 2:05, so I was barely late.
And I almost left.
And I'm like running up the hill, and he turns around, and I'm like, hey, and he just goes, you are so lucky I'm still here. I was just about to leave.
Gotta be on time.
We met during COVID, so everything was shut down. I moved back home, back to my parents' house because I thought the CFL season was over. And there was also rumors that the CFL would never recover, so I was freaking out.
I remember that.
We went for a lot of walks on the beach when there wasn't a lot of people around, and when we were just dating, he mentioned we're just watching the water, and he's kind of like, I'm just at rock bottom. The CFL season had been just canceled and stuff. But yeah, for me, I think maybe he thought that would be something that would impact the way I saw him, or whether or not I want to keep dating him. But I don't know, I think everyone, I have myself, been through what I would experience as my rock bottom. We all go through it. I don't know, I think that's why, having to date, where everything was shut down and then we were just with parents because we had to have a bubble, it kind of allowed us, a lot of privacy.
No, pretty much everything with Ren has been pretty natural, actually. You know, we dated for a while. During COVID, I was rebuilding myself. She stayed patient with me, which I appreciated. No, we did bring a towel.
He's a really hardworking guy. People don't see really a lot of that side of him. I got to see him figure out a plan if the football wasn't going to happen, and just go in guns blazing and get it done. The first season that he was back home, moving in together and all that kind of stuff, and then him doing fire and football and coaching the Titans at the time. It was a lot, honestly, but he like never once complained. So like, yeah, no one really sees that, but I think that's like what I respect most about him. Imagine if we had met like when everything was just normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if it would have been the same.
There's so many more options for girls.
Yeah, and I would have had way more options than
Yeah.
Yeah. We wouldn't have had a chance. So yeah.
At least they're honest.
Got those ducks out there. This is our daily routine. I take pride in this, man. I can't do it during the season, so I'm adamant about picking her up. Yep, and usually what we do, this is where she tells me all the teachers, their names, and... right there? Oh, what? That is, Miss Janice. Oh, he's like, oh, I know who this is right here. We got Mr. Don Gronkowski. What's his name? Yeah, he never knows his name, but... Another day. Another day to be great. Another day to make someone's day. Hold my hand, please. It's the first town when you cross the border, so... You go from Surrey and you go right into downtown Blaine. We didn't know what was happening, you know, but we were really just playing loops and, you know, becoming a part, being a big part of the neighborhood.
We were best friends. We met in college, 2 days, first day of college. I was even older than him. And his best friends now is actually one of my best friends in high school. And he was coming over to our house and he brought TJ over and that's how we met. He was a big weirdo, and it was like nothing that I really ever experienced before. He was pretty funny.
My daughter, 6-year-old Mason, 4-year-old Maddox, 1-year-old Mila. That's me and my wife's creation. Jordan, what Jordan? Yeah, you know, say, uh-oh. Yeah.
They weren't scared, they just were more so confused because they've always seen their dad like as this superhero, like he runs and plays, like he's taught them all how to ride their bike because he runs alongside of them, all of those things, whereas then now dad's down and it's like, well, why can't dad play with me? Why can't dad ride my bike with me? Or I didn't know what it was, but then he called me pretty immediately. Like if my phone rings during a game, then it's a situation. And he told me he tore his Achilles, and I was very shocked. They knew Dad got hurt because Mom was upset, but they didn't understand.
Mom's gonna get you, isn't she? So excited.
He's such a big kid.
Just be patient, please. I'm a family man because I've always wanted to be one. Hey, sir, you need to stop getting up. Being a family man is everything to me. And I didn't even think that I could hold this much responsibility or even be what I am today. So I always choke up when I'm like laying on the couch and I'm like rubbing my son's head. God is great.
God is great.
God is good. Let us thank him for our food. Amen. Good go. Okay.
Yep, we're good.
I finally have something that nobody can take away. And that is my biggest strength.
I've known Jeremy since we were, 12, 13 years old. Once I went to Edmonton, COVID hit, me and him just started gaming heavily. COVID saved our relationship. Started our relationship and our relationship.
I just get to eat. Come on, eat bowls.
Nothing wrong with that.
mile-an-hour guy. He's like a 20-mile-an-hour. We brought Seth Chung out here once. He's like a 35-mile-an-hour thrower. You gotta keep it in the middle, and you stand there and get to go like this.
Grumpy Ray.
I actually thought he was giving me advice for a second. Basically, everybody that plays in this league are die-hard BC Lion fans. Like, they are sports fans. They like to compete. That's why they're here. They like when I come and show up. They're not going to say that, ever. But it's fun when they're comfortable enough to talk crap. So ridiculous. There you go. You on your side of the line, I said. He was roaming around in our area. He was offside. I want to beat these old jerks. They're actually really nice guys.
Golfing.
So I'm actually a professional golfer, but I have to play professional football to fund my golf career because I don't make any money playing golf.
I love the honesty.
Girl, there's water here. It started off as something I could kind of casually do with my dad, and now it is an absolute crippling addiction. And just like that, I want the fucking water.
Oh, they spotlighted.
If I'm not thinking about football or Joanne or work, it's golf. All the fucking screws. Don't give your eyes hurt. He's like a brother to me. I was super fortunate to get to play with him and for BC to draft him the year after I was there, so we get to spend a lot of really quality time. Oh yeah. Be good. Be good. Okay, is that all? Like that? Or it's like, why wouldn't I play as long as I fucking can? Like, dude. Exactly. He's a guy that we can just talk openly on the course. We talk about whatever it may be, work, family. He do anything for me, and I do anything for him, and I get to see him a fair bit. Oh, baby. Yeah, Coons Basil. It goes back and forth. Sometimes we're like best buddies, and we're like each other's caddies, and you can't wait for each other to go low. Yeah, you're good. Nice fucking ball. But then we know if one of us is having a bad hole, we just can't help but absolutely roast each other. And that's bullshit. You had a range session yesterday. I don't think I probably embarrassed myself on fucking TV.
Nothing like a good ribbon.
I'm busy throughout the year. It's just a different kind of busy. So when I'm here, I'm coaching a lot. And it's gotten busier and busier each offseason. Obviously, I get to spend a lot more time with Joanne, which is awesome. But we're both super busy with work. We're young with no kids, so why not work? Good. So I've been training with the same group for a long time. It makes training fun, right? It kind of breaks up my day, but it's like it's fun, it's competitive, but we're all training for the same thing, right? You know, that you saw is Jacob Ruby for Ottawa, Scott Hutter from Edmonton, Phil Groholic for Edmonton. So 2 years ago, I prepped him for his combine. Zach Fry, the year before that, I prepped him for his combine, and now he's with SAS. Max Nixon as well, so it's his draft year. So we just prepped him for his combine. Now he's training with us. Mario was there. Sean Jameson's around. The nice thing is it's all periodized relatively similar to my own. And it's nice to have a group to train with. So maybe slightly different exercise variation or techniques based on, okay, Hutter's a DB, so his volumes might be different versus Jacob Ruby and Phil Groholic, right? Different positions, different body types, maybe different goals.
I like
Obviously,
that.
Our bodies is how we make a living, so for them to put their trust in my hands to make sure they're prepared for camp is pretty sweet. So.
Oh, so he's prepping. Okay, all right. It feels really close. I don't know where the offseason went, but now it's kind of that time of year where I'm ready. Training camp. Here we go. The real work.
Hey, everybody.
Okay, back on 3, 1, 2, 3, 5.
At 10:15 sharp, you're gonna hear a whistle and we are going. Your next 15 minutes are for you. Shoulder pads, restroom, look at the clouds, I don't care, but at 10:15 we're back at it. There's a Gatorade and snacks down there. We good? Yes, sir. Max, you get us a quick break and then we'll be gone in 15 minutes.
Hey, let's get back to the fucking pads on fly around, huh? Lines on 3, 1, 2, 3, 5.
Good old Kamloops.
So between what's nice about Rick is that he's the man, and lets us have all this sorts of time in the afternoon, so it allows a good chunk of time for me to organize some client calls back on the East Coast. Yeah, so I discuss everything. A lot of it's lifestyle, just making sure that they're doing the right things. The strength conditioning part is fun. It's more just making sure that they're accountable and they're doing the right things. If you want to send two, send your first and your last, because then I can see if there's discrepancies between your first and your last set. But now I'm starting to offload a fair bit just to make sure that my focus is on the Grey Cup. Dude, you made your bed for this?
I like this bed. Oh, you caught me watching film. My bed. He's broke. Talking to clients, answering emails. Like he's just sitting at his laptop, just scrolling up YouTube.
Just avoiding you?
Yeah, it's not good. What's the best way I can just not talk to Andrew?
Hey, why don't you draw something for me, big guy?
Something for me. Okay, that's a good idea. Wait a minute. Go back there. Over the last 7 years being friends with them, you know, it's never a dull moment, so I never know what's coming out of his mouth or what he's doing. My doctor told me.
Shut off the camera. We're having an argument. We're having a domestic. The fridge. Ooh, good question. Beverages, as far as the eye can see. We've got shortage of energy drinks. We've got protein shakes, bubblies, protein coffee.
I like bubbly.
More coffee at rest. That's it.
Not that triple O burger in there.
Triple O's?
Triple O is a superior burger.
From Tuesday
Yeah, triple O Tuesday.
on a Thursday.
That's correct.
Proud of you. Way to not waste your food.
Yeah, this is the Kamloops morning routine. I visualize this routine. You know, I'm able to get in while everybody is having breakfast, you know, get a good jump start in the morning and start with a challenge. And Stairmaster is kind of, you know, a fundamental thing for me. Helps me get on my toes. I'm able to FaceTime my family. And it's just this is a good time for me to just channel my family and my inspiration. And good morning, bro. How are you? Super good. You got your Jurassic World shirt on. How are you? Hey, Miss Menace. So it looks like it's gonna be the same weather here. Wow. I love you. Alright, bye. The whole point of this is, man, just shocking my body. You know, I'm not like super warmed up, but even when I'm not warm, I need to be able to, you know, flip that switch.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
I'm gonna pick up. Those are striders. So we worked on doing striders like accelerators. We work up a different tempo, different speed, and then we'll start out maybe just striding. Like
It's good to see both of them working together.
Then 80, and then we'll start out.
Same injuries.
20 yards and then striding out, sprinting 30 yards and striding out. Just build that endurance.
All the way out, bro. Good job, Josh. There you go.
Yeah, I mean that's the tough part, especially for me. I am a talker, but I don't see myself being a talker and not out there. You know, I can't be not playing and talking more than everybody else. So this is a good lesson in me learning how to step back and watch others grow and kind of chime in where I'm needed. And that's the thing, every year you get to redefine yourself as a football player. Whenever the linebacker got there, all I can do is soak it up and you know, be an asset to the team. Give everybody the best chance and make us the best team possible, you know? Because I don't want to look back in November and be like, you know, I wish I would have been at camp, you know, I wish I would have had this kind of impact, I wish I would have did this. So, you know, I'm here for it, you know, and I'm here to get better, here to get stronger.
That's what it's all about. One day at a time, get better. Okay, that's cool.
I'm more than happy, man. Honestly, that's far I can go right now. Like, no bullshitting. Just by the way my Achilles is responding. You know, I'm doing a lot here. You know, this camp was for me to take it up a notch, you know? Get up. Get up. Get up. I mean, it's not a matter of what, you know, everybody says and typical. I'm not a typical person, don't have a typical career, don't have a typical life, you know what I mean? Don't think to.
This is my 16th camp. 15th year, 16th camp. Fun fact, 07, I was a junior player for the Surrey Rams, Big Kahuna Rams. Wally Bonham wanted me to practice full time with the Lions, but he didn't want me to miss a year of games, so I played a year of games with the Big Kahuna Rams and practiced full time with the Lions. So I did training camp in 07. That was my first camp, but then I was an official player in 08 with the Lions. So 15th year, 16th camp, I'm old as balls.
This year came back to camp and we signed Kyle Nelson, who's a great dude, NFL vet, long snapper.
Kyle came in, came from the NFL, and they wanted to give him a shot.
Yeah, I mean, it's really interesting because obviously camp was competitive, and Kyle comes in as a guy that's done it for a long time at the other league, and obviously that was Pick's job a year ago.
He kind of took over the punt snapping role for the year. I took over the field goal snapping.
However, I'm pretty loyal to Pickett, and I thought we were the best field goal operation last year, and I was really worried about changing anything.
Pick is the best long snapper for the short snaps. What Kyle's been able to do, he is unbelievable from hand to foot. There's nobody else better than him in the league by far, and so he's got a lot of experience behind him.
Flint's always been Flint, just solid holder. I don't ever have to correct him ever.
I don't know, holding's weird, because it's literally just all repetitions. I mean, when I first started holding in college, I couldn't do it. So it definitely took a while, but I think just reaction time and hand-eye coordination, like stuff that you can't necessarily teach.
And then we got Carl in there who's trying to earn a spot, and he's a very good, strong kicker. Very, very strong.
The hardest thing for me is getting through camp, and after camp it's smooth sailing. I think it goes for any player. There's usually something nagging them for the whole year after training camp. So it's like you train for training camp, you don't train for the season.
Second try.
Week 1 against Toronto.
Win the Western. We're gonna go with the BC line. You know what? I agree.
Vernon Adams Jr. was 3 Down Nation's consensus MOP pick this year.
I think that the Lions could go in there and win by a touchdown because Vernon Adams Jr. is a legit elite quarterback, and you always take
Everything that I said prior to all this, it was his season before he got hurt. Win MOP. That's what it was going to be. Damn.
the better quarterback in these matchups.
Right, work week, be present, like Coach talked about. Fuck everything else, lock into your alignment and your assignment.
And the right foot is into the ball, and we're underway in Toronto. Williams catches this at the end.
Turn. Calls for BC. Stefan Flintoff. Back punting for the Lions. Brent is taken down by David Mackey.
Like, obviously a big part of my role on this team is special teams. Grant's had our number when he was in Winnipeg, so it was nice to just get one early, make a play, monkey off the back, especially with who it is and where we are.
And this little play action, Daniels rolls out to the right, being chased down, and he's wrapped up and brought down out of the play. It's T-Bone to Bryant with a touchdown. Every picked up a loose ball, Joshua Archibald sacked Cameron Duke. So White looking to to give the Lions the lead.
That one was a tough one because the wind was going right to left hard. And Benny looked at me and like he came up to a free kick and he's like, yeah or no? And I'm like, yeah, let's go.
Kick is up, and that kick is good.
Money.
Right from 52 yards.
I hit it good. I hit it right where I wanted to, but then the wind, you could see that ball just take off and die.
Oh, yeah.
I just want to say something for the coaching team, y'all. First of all, hey, chin up, head up. Y'all on our ass up as a team. Yep. And I go to war with the team at any time of the day, any time of the night, against any team.
Really don't know what it is. It's, you know, sometimes it's field goals, sometimes it's turnovers. Yeah, I don't know what it is about that place.
Look, great fucking team, y'all. And believe that. Trust that. And work like it. You feel me? Family on 3. 1, 2, 3, family.
Tough loss. How do you respond?
On the West Coast, a picture-perfect day in Vancouver.
I love the pressure, that's why I do it. People are going to give you all these limits. You can't take that for granted.
There's so much that has happened in a 7-day window.
So we have an injured Lion now.
It was only right to tell others that would make us a stronger team. That was like the worst way to end the streak.
It's a lot to digest, but at the end of the day, we got to win football games.
Okay, y'all, let's get into the final thoughts. Alright, y'all, so this is the final thought. This was a lighter episode. Very light, very soft, very calm, very chill, nothing too dramatic or too overwhelming. This was very good. I like they finally got into training camp, showed a little bit of what their process is and what they do. Not to mention also you get to see and hear TJ, his inspiration and what drives him as well. You saw Sean with his thing going on. Congratulations, baby girl. And also with David, how he balances everything that he's got going on between training camp, training people, prepping people, the whole 9 yards. That's a lot on one player's plate. I couldn't imagine that. It's a lot of work, but hats off to him for able to do it. Again, great video from them. I'm excited for next week for episode 3. We already kind of got a little hint of what they're going to be talking about moving forward, so it's going to be good to see that. So again, shout out to the BC Lions, shout out to everybody on BC, man. Love what y'all do, and we're going to get into the next one next week. So continue to be great, strive for greatness, all that jazz, and until next time, y'all, blessings.